Maybe you have seen your granddad treating their wives in a bad way. You have seen them making her do everything like laundry, taking care of the children, cooking, and everything that's inside of the house that they have to do it, which is like the hard part of doing things was on the woman. And you are thinking if this is something that you want to also do to your wife or to your husband, because this is how it should be, it has always been like that, woman doing the hardest part of the relationship. But everybody wants comfort. You want comfort as a wife, and you also want comfort as a husband. Whoever you are, everybody wants to be in comfort. And right now it's quite famous thing that princess treatment, treating women nicely, she's just relaxing, and you are doing all of the hard parts, such as planning a date, planning a vacation, planning how to make her happy, and she's just a princess and just she's there and enjoying her life, because that's how it should be. The man should just provide, and the man should just do everything that is hard. The woman should just take it easy. But if you actually want your relationship to work, I'm gonna give you some tips. So hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel, and my name is Saia. So the first tips I will give it to you is build your inner confidence. When you know who you are, what do you want, what are your needs, you have your own limitations, you know where you draw the line and you are not letting anybody cross that line, what are the needs you want somebody to do it for you, and what you can do. When you know that, when you have confidence in yourself, then you know what kind of person you want and what kind of person you want to be. When you know that, you know everything. And to build that confidence in you, you have to listen to self-development, you have to read books and just be a smarter person, get more knowledge on things, and also just, for example, doing some physical things, going to the gym, eating healthy, being confident in your body and in the knowledge that you have, that you are also growing every day. It's very important to build confidence in that way, both mentally and physically. Some people think that, okay, I'm gonna go to the gym, I'm gonna have the best body, six-pack, everyone is gonna run after me, or a woman is like, I'm gonna get the biggest butt, I'm gonna fix everything at the gym. But if you have a trashy mindset, if you have a mindset that is not beautiful, you are still a trashy person. So you have to work on both parts, the mental part, your brain, your mindset, the way you think, your knowledge, growing every day, developing every day, and also your body, eating healthy, looking beautiful, looking fresh and clean. It's so important. Some people think, okay, how am I gonna build confidence in my body if I'm ugly? There is nobody that ugly. There is not such a thing. You just have to look fresh, you have to wash and have hygiene, wash your face, wash your body, clean your hair. If you cannot take care of a long hair, just cut it and take care of it better. Go to the salon and fix your hair. Fix if you have like facial hair that's making you very uncomfortable or making you less confident, remove it. Everything has a solution right now, so there's no excuse you saying I don't feel confident in my body or in my face because of those stuff, because every problem you have, there's a solution for it. And some problems you have are in your brain and you have to fix it. That's why it's so important to build self-confidence. Start from the brain and then your body. And number two is stop overthinking everything. The biggest problem people in relationship or people alone, whatever, is trusting each other. They have been through a lot in the past, a lot of stuff happened to them. They think it's gonna happen to them again. They're gonna manifest it, and they also gonna lose the new person they're with because they cannot trust them. And not trusting somebody is one of the biggest mistakes you're gonna make, because why are you even in a relationship if you cannot trust someone? Like, why are you not healing yourself that this person is different from the people that you have been with in the past, or the people that has done you wrong in the past? If you cannot make a difference between these two, why are you even in a relationship? If you want to kill your relationship, just lose trust in that person. And trust is not found, trust is built. You have to build trust with that person. And if you are not trusting that person, you keep on overthinking and assuming the worst and just assuming this person did this and did that because it has happened to you in the past, you are just doing the worst for yourself. So it's very important to build trust. For me, if you want to take this thing from me, I trust every single person I meet from the beginning. This might be a bit stupid, it might not be the right thing, but I feel the best when I trust somebody in the beginning and give them all of my trust, and they break it and I'm like, okay, then you are not somebody for me because you broke the trust. And if you are holding the trust, if you still somebody I can trust, this is such a good thing. I'm never like overthinking and thinking this person will do me wrong. If I say this, they're gonna go spread it everywhere. Somebody told me, oh, you look like a girl's girl, but you are not somebody who's looking for besties everywhere. I am not looking for besties everywhere. I do trust in people, but I'm not sharing every single thing in my life to everybody that they can use it against me or stab me in the back. I'm not doing so, but I'm also trusting somebody. For example, if I'm going out with somebody, we are eating and I'm sharing some stuff about myself. I'm like, yeah, I do this and I do that, and I trust them. That's why I'm telling this person. But if this person go out there and just twist my words or does something with it, I don't care. I'm just gonna remove you from my life. What I shared is what I let you know. If I did not want you to know it, I will not share it. So if you want to do so, start doing so. And in relationship, it's very important to have trust. Checking your partner's phone, checking who they are talking to, knowing all of the friends, that's not really for you, because you have met this person and you are this person, you guys are meeting. This person has their own separate life and they came from a very different background than yours. You guys are meeting, you are a very different person, and you guys are meeting. You are not gonna collide to each other and be the one person. You guys are still two different people. You're gonna meet and you're gonna build trust and you're gonna do everything together, and you still different people, but you should have trust no matter what. If you think, okay, I have been cheated on in the past and the person was hiding their phone from me, or I did not know their passwords and stuff like that, and you are like, okay, now in this new relationship I am in, I want to know all of their passwords, I'm gonna check their phone daily, or I want to know who they're talking to, who are their friends, I don't want any female friends. All those bullshit is just bullshit, because you cannot keep somebody away from being a human. And being a human means just having your own privacy, talking with everyone who you want to talk to. For example, a guy can talk with both boys and girls, because this is only the only people that they can talk to. So you cannot just take away all that from that person and be like, you know, you just can talk with guys, that's it, nothing else. This is kind of stupid, and you are just belittling yourself, because why are you not even trusting? What's wrong with you? That's why it's very important for you not to get in a relationship if you are not fixed it yourself. If you are traumatized still, you have to go to therapy, you have to journal, you have to fix yourself and fix your mindset before going to another relationship and traumatizing another person. And number 3 is, don't be desperate not to lose someone or to keep them by your side. Don't be desperate for anyone. Everybody has their own journey. I don't believe in such a thing as forever. We're gonna be together forever. That person is just gonna be with you for a period of time, and this period of time might be when you are 18 years old until you are dying. There's not such a thing as forever. They are only with you when they should be with you, when they have some business to do with you, and when their business is that they're gonna go on their way, you're gonna go their way. And sometimes it might be by dying. Somebody's going their way because they died, and the other person is going their way because they also died, like that. But there's not such a thing as forever. Don't try so hard to keep somebody by your side, or to like, no, you should be with me, we said forever, all those bullshit. Because the more you are forcing somebody to stay with you, the less attractive you're gonna be. And if you want to kill a relationship, is forcing somebody to be the person you want. For some girls or some guys, there's one type of person that are so attracted to. For example, the girl is into fitness, she's so beautiful, she's doing this and this kind of background. They want this kind of person, but they are meeting a lot of people on their way to that person, and they cannot stay with those people because they are not for them. Who you want to be actually exists. Who you want to be with actually exists. You just have to find them. You just have to go out there and look for that person and find them, because they're also probably looking for you. Everybody has their own perfect match. So don't force anyone to be the person you want them to be. If somebody is not interested in working this kind of job, and they're not interested in doing business, being their own boss, and you are so interested in doing so, don't force them to do so just because you want that person to be it. Because at this process, you're gonna lose yourself and you're gonna lose them, because you're gonna lose yourself because you don't know, is it right, is it wrong, is it right? You're just gonna lose yourself thinking if this person is actually the person you want or not, or if the person you want is actually out there or not. And you're also gonna lose that person because you keep on trying to change them, you force them into changing to the person you want to be, and you're gonna lose them. And it's so unattractive when you are so desperate to keep somebody in your life, no matter how attractive, how beautiful the love was in the beginning. But if that person wants to leave, or they're a bit cold and they're like done with everything, that you want to close the chapter and you're forcing them to stay, you're just gonna hurt yourself. So don't keep on focusing on one thing. This person is your whole life, and you're just sitting there and thinking about them and all day long. Is just so wrong. Don't be desperate. Everything can happen. They can leave, they can die, they can find another person, they can break your trust, they can love another person, they can keep on loving you forever. Everything can happen. So be prepared. When I'm saying be prepared, I'm not saying don't lose trust or be like, no, I don't want to love you or anything. You are just like partners, and one day you're gonna leave. It's just, let it happen. This is your life. Let it happen. Let things go. And when it's their time to leave you and to close that chapter, just let them close it, because what's meant for you is gonna come to you. And number 4 is handle conflict calmly. Be calm. When you need to do something, when you want to talk about something, please communicate it. Call them and be like, hey, do you have some time? I want to communicate this with you, or I want to talk about this thing with you, or something bothered me last night, or that day. I still keep on thinking about it. Do you have some time that we can communicate it? And if they are answering to that angrily, or they are just being defensive about it, you can just be like, okay, this is not what I want to communicate. And if they keep on being defensive and it's not their first time doing so, I don't think they're the right person to be in a relationship. I don't think they want to be in a relationship, because if you are adult enough, mature enough, and you want to be in a relationship, you are willing to communicate to not lose that person. Because if you are not communicating, everything is just going to go downhill. And if somebody is not willing to communicate with you about something that is bothering you, it means they are just not willing to be in a relationship anymore, and they're not mature enough to be in a relationship. And there is one thing you should know: you should not be the one telling them how to behave, how to react, how to do it, or be like, yeah, but it's their first relationship, they don't know how it works. Well, if they are in a relationship, it means they are mature enough to be in a relationship. That's why I don't really get those 16 years old, 17 years old, even 14 years old these days are in a relationship. Okay, it's fun and everything, but why are you doing this to yourself when you are not ready, you are not mature enough to be in a relationship? So I just really don't get it, because if somebody is in a relationship, it means they are mature enough to communicate, mature enough to know this relationship is something they want to keep forever. I don't really get people who is in a relationship just because they want to be in a relationship, or because it's like youth love and bullshit like that. That's completely bullshit. If you want to be in a relationship, it's because you want to marry that person, not because you want to experience and actually traumatize somebody. You have to be mature enough that no, nobody should have access to you beside the person that is gonna be in your future. And if you feel like, no, this person is not gonna be in my future, why are you even letting them have access to you? Are you a trash can or what? And number 5 is, in my opinion, one of the very, very most important tips that I will give you is letting them have their own life. You don't have to be on the call 24/7. You don't have to FaceTime them 24/7. You don't have to know everything they are doing. Oh, they're taking a shower now, they're using the bathroom now, they went to the gym now. You don't have to know all of that. They have their own life, their own friends. Of course, you can know where are they right now, where they're gonna go, what's the plan for the day. It's all right, but let them have their own life. If they want to go for a business trip, or if they want to do something with their friends, or if they want to go on a trip with their friends, if they want to go with the family, want to have a family gathering without it, all of this is all right. Just like I mentioned, you guys are two different people meeting. You are still different people meeting and finding this trust, loyalty, love, and emotion, connection, and everything, and connecting with each other. But does not mean that you have to know everything about them and you have to be in everything they are doing it. There's some hobbies that you don't enjoy that your partner enjoy. You don't have to force yourself to do it, or they don't have to force you to like their hobbies. It's very important to let them have their own life. If they are somebody who is love to like be quiet and be in their own space, sometimes they need some time to calm down, and they cannot like take it to be outside and socialize with everybody, even with you. You should let them. You should be mature enough knowing this person have their own needs and they understand themselves the best. Of course, if they need me, they're gonna come to me. But if they want to be alone, or if they want to do some stuff alone or with other people, it's all right. Because you being confident in your partner is very important, and you being clingy is not something that is attractive. is not attractive, trust me. You wanting a lot of love and attention is all right. That does not mean you are clingy, but being clingy means you have to know everything. You are desperate to have control over their life, and this is not something attractive, and this is not mature if you want to be in a longer relationship. And number 6 is you cannot force anything. You cannot force control over that person. You cannot force love. You cannot force them to miss you. You cannot force them to do the things for you that they don't want to do themselves. You cannot force anybody to do something for you when they don't want to do it themselves. So you're just gonna waste your time trying to force somebody to love you or to miss you or to stay with you. And I recommend you just focusing on the best version of yourself, because this is so attractive when somebody has their own stuff going on. They know what they want to do. They have their own business going on. They are not putting all of their time because they are so useless and have jobless and they don't have anything to do. They just want to focus on their partner. Your life is not all about your partner, because if you want to have a longer relationship, if you want to keep that person in your life, it's so important to focus on yourself and focus on the relationship as well. Pour into the relationship and pour into yourself as well. You have to always try so hard to be the best version of yourself. Some people get into the relationship to a relationship and they think it's over. Like, I'm in a relationship, I'm gonna stop looking fresh, I'm gonna stop dressing up, I'm gonna stop working on my face and putting makeup on. Why? Like, what happened now? Because you are that with that person, it means you stop at trying to look beautiful, you stop at trying to get their love, their attention. No, you should still be yourself. That's why it's so important to be mature and to be ready when you are getting into a relationship. Because if you're mature enough, you know that you being the best version of yourself is also part of the relationship working. And number 7 and last tips that I will give it to you is trust yourself and your partner. Trust that they have feelings for you. Trust that what they are telling you is actually the truth. What they are showing you is the truth. There's some people be like, yeah, I know my partner loves me, but he never does the things that I want to do. He never consider my feelings. He never takes me to the restaurants that I enjoy. He's always doing the things that he wants to do himself, or he keep on doing some stuff that I know he loves me, but what their actions are telling you, they're telling you that I don't really care about you and I don't want you. Do you want to keep on being with somebody like that? Do you want a divorced woman with 2 children? No, because you have to trust in their action. You have to trust that somebody does not have feeling for you, or somebody has feelings for you, and you can see it by yourself. And as a woman, I know you can feel that. So trust your feelings, trust your guts that they are telling you the truth if somebody likes you or they don't like you. So there's some people that they don't trust their partner's feeling. They're like, oh, do you love me? I sure you love me. They're gonna start crying. They're gonna be like, oh, you don't love me, and just bullshit like that. It's just not something that you want to do if you want to have a longer relationship. And it's so important for you to be confident what they are showing you is actually the truth. And that was everything that I want to mention. It's so important for you to choose yourself, and then choose the partner. And if you are not ready to be in a relationship, please don't be in a relationship. And if you are a young person, for example, you're 14, 15, 16, or whatever age you are, as if you're young and you are like, I want to experience teenager love, or if I want to experience being in a youth love and stuff like that, but being in it might do a lot of things for you. It might traumatize you, it might change your life forever, it might change your personality, it might change a lot of things for you. That's why it's very important to be mature, to be ready to be in a relationship for your own good mental health. If you want to be in a relationship, be ready for it. Be with somebody who you want to be with forever. And some people say, oh, it's hard to decide when you are very young, but I think you can feel it. I think you can decide if this person is actually your forever if you are mature enough when you get in a relationship. That's why it's very important to be mature, to trust yourself, to trust your partner, to have feelings for the person, and you trust your gut feelings when it comes to that person. And that was everything for this YouTube video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and see you in my next video. Bye bye.